What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's Stevie B at PTC coming at you with another episode of PTC Live. We have one of our fine college administrators on the air with us today. I'm going to introduce you to Dr. Darren Campen. And Dr. Campen is our Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Off-Campus. And Darren is coming with us today from the Saluda County campus. Darren, what's going on, man?
It's going great. Good morning, everybody.
Everything's doing well. Piedmont Technical College has 8 campuses, or 8 additional locations in Greenwood, Lawrence, Edgefield, Abbeville, McCormick, Newberry, and Saluda. One of the things we're most proud about is the fact that we're able to offer educational opportunities and a chance to transform lives in every county that we serve, such a broad region. Darren, you head up that for us. Tell us a little bit about off campus and your job title and what it means and what you got going on.
Right, so one of my biggest responsibilities involves the oversight of the county campus locations. We provide the day-to-day support for the school and the students at those locations. And if you were to look at a map of our service area and see where the campuses were, you would see that Greenwood campus in Greenwood County is centrally located. And then it's almost like a wheel where the Greenwood is the hub, and then you've got spokes going out to the radius where our different county campuses are located. And at those county campuses, we try to provide all the services that a student would need from application all the way to graduation and beyond. So we try to provide access, and we try to provide opportunities for them to transform their lives here at a local level.
Oh man, that's absolutely fantastic. And being a native of our service district, Newberry is my hometown. I can tell you that the Newberry County campus has been a transformational location for students in that area. I've got several cousins, and the whole Coleman clan have started classes at Piedmont Technical College, so we know how important it is. When you talk about your campus instructional sites or county campuses, give us a little bit more detail, some detail about some of the exciting programs that are offered on some of the campuses.
Well, like I said earlier, we try to provide all the services that students might need at a local level. We help with the admissions process. We help students with the financial aid process when we can. We provide advising services. We have care planning centers at 2 of our campuses, which are specialized in providing advising and support for students in the healthcare programs. We have a Campus Connect system at every location. And this is a system whereby we can connect students with experts at the Greenwood campus in the rare occasion when we encounter a question that we can't handle at the local level. So we provide a lot of student support. We provide tutoring. We do some testing. Mm-hmm. And we have learning resource centers at every campus. So students can get access to academic resources and have access to computers to work on the papers. Normally, right now, for safety reasons, we can't provide all the services we've traditionally provided, but we're looking forward to getting back to that in the future.
Sure.
As far as academic programs, we do some dual enrollment programs mm-hmm. at the county campus locations, and we provide support for the students who are taking those dual enrollment classes locally. And we work with both public and private high schools, as you know, with the dual enrollment area. And we do on-deck programs and courses. We provide mostly at the county campuses, we provide mostly gen ed courses that are highly transferable. Sure. But if you go to a LCAM, you might see some dual enrollment in on-deck courses in HVAC and welding and mechatronics areas. Sure. So those are exciting. You also are probably quite familiar with our middle college programs, which support students as a cohort. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention how wonderful they've been. Our McCormick cohort has done a fantastic job over the years. And there have been a number of times when person has been the graduation speaker at our events, and they've earned their associate's degree before they even got their high school diploma. And those students have gone on to do really great things at some top-notch universities.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, Darren, for those of us who've been around for a while and even grew up in some of these, some of our counties, like myself growing up in Newberry, there used to be, say for instance, in Saluda and the Newberry County campus, this small building, maybe portables and things of that nature. But now, you know, we've got fantastic structures in every county. And with that, we've been able to serve more people. What are the student populations like in terms of how many students we're serving on our county campuses?
Yeah, so last fall, we've served a little more than 1,300 students at the county campus locations. So that's a significant percentage of our enrollment. And like most community colleges, we get students right out of high school. We get adult learners. We get people who are coming back after working for a while and they want to get a new skill. So it runs the gamut, what types of students we get, but we get quite a few. The numbers are a little lower right now because we're doing a lot of online instruction instead, but we're hopeful that we're going to work our way back to having the robust enrollment we had before at the county campuses. I do want to emphasize that we do have instruction going on the campuses. There are certainly lab-heavy courses that people are taking right now as we speak at our different campuses. And we've got the PIN classes that are also running and are available for people. They can come to our campus and take a PIN course and get a lot of the general education requirements met that way.
You know, our county campuses, when I think about them, Darren, I always think about the flexibility and accessibility that they provide for our product, which is education, life training. You know, we really live by that motto of taking people where they are and meeting people where they are and taking them where they want to be. And I know you instill those values in all of our county center staff, and under your leadership, these programs are continuing to grow. I want to circle back a little bit more and talk a little bit about our dual enrollment programs and outside of McCormick, which really has done a fantastic job, but there are others that have done fantastic jobs as well.
Yeah, we've got some pretty new programs with middle college programs at Lawrence, Abbeville, and Newberry right now. Those are going strong. And as I indicated, we got some other on-deck programs, especially at LCAM in welding and HVAC area and the mechatronics area. So we got a lot of that going on. We work also with some of the private high schools, and we're even working with people who are homeschooled students. Now we've seen an increase in enrollment in that area as well. And that's largely due to the diligence and hard work of Chris Burris and Brenda Edwards and the people in the dual enrollment team.
And from a college perspective, tell us about some of the for credit academic programs that are offered at our different county campus locations.
Right. So we have, as you indicated, we have 8 locations. 7 of those are county campus sites. And at all the county campuses, you can get the Associate in Arts degree. You can get the Associate of Science degree. You can get business degrees and criminal justice and human services as well. You can get almost all of your general education needs. You can get those met at a county campus. So you were talking about the local access piece. That's very important to us. And we're committed to providing that to people because, you know, we got a gigantic service area. And it can take 45 minutes to get from one campus to another. So the more we can provide locally for people, we can save them time and money, and that's a big relief for them. We also have at the Abbeville, Saluda, and Newberry campuses, you can take courses towards the mechatronics program. And at LCAM in Lawrence, as I mentioned, you get access to several industrial and technical certificates and the degrees in mechatronics and welding. Our Lawrence County campus is focused on healthcare, and we have an incredible LPN program there. And we recently added a transitional nursing program, which is an accelerated LPN to ADN program for our students. So we're seeing growth there as well. And obviously that's a critical need to provide people who have the skill set to be a nurse and can jump in and help out during this pandemic. We need them more than ever. A lot of people getting burned out and tired because it's very draining right now. So we're trying to do our part to contribute to the workforce and make sure people are ready to jump right in there and help out.
Yeah, you know, that's a critically important piece. And one of the things I'm so proud about as being, and particularly being a part of the Piedmont Technical College family, is that, you know, we're providing opportunities now for students to finish degrees and finish programs at some of our county centers. And because our service district would have to be considered rural, you know, there aren't a whole lot of 4 lanes going from one location to another. So it's imperative that we're able to offer students full degrees at some of our county campuses. And that had been a misperception. I remember when I was director of admissions in a previous role at the college, you know, people were kind of shocked that, you know, you could go and you could get a full degree at some of those campuses. As at that time it was limited, but now, wow.
Yeah.
And it's you know, the opportunities are endless. For example, we haven't even mentioned the vet tech program at Newberry's campus.
Yeah, so I was about to say that you're right on track there. One of the things that makes us very unique is that we do have some programs that you can only get at Newberry, or you can only get at the Saluda campus. Mm-hmm. They aren't offered at the Greenwood campus. That's very unusual.
Right.
And but we do have at Newberry, we've got the Occupational Therapy Assistant Program, or OTA program. Mm-hmm. And they got a dynamic, fascinating facility there. It's incredible. We've got the Patient Care Technician program there as well, and the Vet Tech program. And what makes that great is, as I said, those are pretty rare programs, and we're one of only 3 Vet Tech programs in the state of South Carolina. There's one in the Low Country, there's one upstate, and then we're kind of centrally located there at the Newberry campus. And Newberry campus is not far from the interstate there. So we've found that we're not only serving our students in our service area, but we're able to draw students from Rock Hill and Columbia and Aiken coming to the Newberry campus for our program sometimes. At the Saluda campus, we have this diversified ag program. It's the only one of its type in the state. And we are really, really proud of it. This is also a popular draw. And we've had students come from as far away as Kingstree, South Carolina, mm-hmm. to participate in our program because it was so great and had such a great reputation. And they wanted to learn more about diversified ag. And in that program, they teach students all about crop rotation and animal science, gardening, how to operate some farm equipment, how to repair some farm equipment. And we've got at the Saluda campus, if you go by it, we've got several acres behind it, and we have several cows. And students learn how to work with the cows and how to make sure they're nourished properly. And they learn about the breeding science and things of that nature. It's just a phenomenal program, and run very, very well by the coordinator there, and the deans responsible for that have really done a great job. So we're really proud of that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, Piedmont Tech has just so many programs that are just providing opportunities. You know, another one that comes to mind, and I know this isn't a one of our county campuses, but on the main campus, when you were talking about students from as far away as Kingstree
Yeah.
coming in for our diversified ag program, and then the other students that travel back and forth from different places for our nursing and health science programs. Even right in Greenwood, we have a program, our funeral services program, if you talk about that for just a second, where for just a minute, where people are coming from everywhere.
Yes. Yeah. The funeral service program is bringing people from other states, not just South Carolina. And we see the same thing with the gunsmithing program, where people are coming from very far away to participate in those programs.
We just have some very unique programs.
We do help some students if they're from Edgefield County, for example, and they might need help with some of the paperwork to apply for those programs. We would help them out. And one of the things that's been interesting during this pandemic is everybody's job has changed, especially the off-campus staff. And we've all adapted incredibly well and have helped the Greenwood campus, and the Greenwood campus has helped us. And we've really seen people come together as a team to make sure that the college is in the best place going forward. And that's been quite phenomenal to me. And I attribute that to outstanding leadership at the college and outstanding employees who just are dedicated to serving the students.
Absolutely. Well, on another topic, because we do have these fantastic sites in our service area, in our counties, one of the things that I'm really proud of is that the ownership that our county centers take for their communities. And we're talking about community engagement. What are some of the different ways that you promote engagement in our communities amongst your staff?
Right. One of the things that I like to drill home to people when I talk to them about the community college, even though they're called technical colleges in South Carolina, we're a community college. So there's a reason that word community is, I'm sorry, my light just cut off. Hold on a second.
You gotta move around. This is a first on PTC Live. Darren was so engaging that the lights went off.
I thought I was more engaging than that. I guess I'm too still. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, if you're a community college, you should be serving the community, and you got to be involved in the community. So this is very important to us. We are active. The directors, the dean of off-campus, and myself, and even some of the part-time staff are very active in the local community. They get involved with the Chamber of Commerce. We try to go to county council meetings and get to know the local elected officials. And we go do presentations at the Rotary clubs and the Lions clubs and other service organizations. We might be involved in the local economic development board and talk with them frequently. And right now, and we've done this in the past, but it seems like there's a bigger demand now, but we're engaged in food drives to help feed the community and get food for food banks and get food to people who need it. We're also doing a lot more resource fairs right now, drive-through resource fairs. So providing people with critical information that they need during these pandemic and these difficult times, because people need information. They need more help than normal. And it's harder for a lot of those community organizations to get it to people because of the pandemic and the rules around social distancing. It's definitely a challenge for them, but we're definitely highly involved in the community, and that helps us keep a finger on the pulse of the community and what's needed and what's going on, so we can be aware and we can adapt what we're doing based on what's happening in the community.
And Darren, the county campuses are also can be classified as one-stop centers. There was the perception that at some points when I would talk to individuals, they'd say, well, do I have to I got to make an appointment to go to Greenwood campus to take my placement test. I got to go to Greenwood to fill out the application. I got to go to Greenwood to get started and get advised. That's not the case.
Correct. And the Campus Connect system helped us deal with a lot of that, but also just training our staff to be able to handle a lot of the questions. And, it's not that hard for us to get on the phone and call people when we do have a question. We are going to encounter from time to time something we haven't seen before. And we do call on the experts at Greenwood from time to time, but most of the time we're able to do everything that needs to be done. You can do it at that local campus, all the way from the admissions process and getting in, all the way to graduation and beyond. So we think we can help you locally. Just give us a call. Right now, of course, things are a little different. We're not as open as we used to be, but we're open. If you drop by, we'll ask you to call and you can make an appointment, or we could try to help you over the phone. But yes, you no longer have to go to Greenwood for everything. In fact, there are probably several scenarios where you wouldn't have to go to Greenwood at all.
Right.
Because now they're even shipping, the books get shipped to the county campuses, and you can pick up your books there. So we're trying to provide full service at every county campus.
I think we're doing a great job of that,
Yeah.
and your leadership has been extraordinary in terms of helping us to continue to put the message out there that our county campuses are growing, thriving, and continually improving. Are there any things that you see on the horizon from your perspective that you'd like to add to the county centers, or some of the things that you'd like to see happening, or any potential growth that
Sure.
you know,
Well, one of the things that we've started to do in the last year or so is we've started to add more non-credit programs to our county campuses. And working with Rusty Denning and his staff, we've been able to add some EMT courses at the Edgefield campus and the Abbeville campus. We recently did a CDL or truck driver training at the Abbeville campus as well. Last fall, there was a company that shut down in McCormick, and we were able to work with the local officials there, and we were able to put the MPT certificate together and do quick skills training for the folks there who found themselves unemployed and needed some new skills, and they needed to get a job quickly. So I think we will continue to see some non-credit programs expand at the county campuses when we can do that. And I think the other thing that's going to be very important, and I'd like to highlight about what we have at the county campuses, is it's going to become increasingly difficult to attract companies to your community. And as you know, Piedmont Technical College has been an enormous draw. The Greenwood campus helps bring a lot of industry to the area. But also in recent years, our county campuses have been instrumental in that. And one of the reasons we've been able to help bring some of those big companies to the area is we've got brilliant leadership, and they had the insight, and creative minds came together, and they were dedicated to keeping some flex space on our campuses. We've got flex space on the Greenwood campus. We've also got flex space at LCAM, and we've got some flex space in Newberry. And what that is it's space that's available when you get a new company who's comes in. You can do a lot of training with their people in that space. It's not permanently occupied. You can switch out the tools and machines that you need to provide the instruction, but we can do it quickly, and we're able to adapt to their needs in a timely manner. Because that's one of the things industries are looking for when they want to come to a community. They want to make sure that they can get their educational needs met, and that educational institutions will help support them in their efforts. So we've got that, and we could show people our space, tell them what we can do for them, and then that might be the difference between them coming to Newberry or Lawrence or going to a different state. So that's another thing I think going forward, we're going to see that's going to continue to have a lot of benefits for Piedmont Technical College and the service area. I think that's a big, huge feather in our cap.
I think you're absolutely right. You know, a few years ago, I was one of the special sales tax commissioners for the capital project sales tax, and our Upstate Center for Manufacturing Excellence was the #1 project on that ballot. And, now seeing that come to fruition, and then seeing what's happening with diversified ag, and seeing what's happening over at the LCAM, and seeing what's happening at Newberry, it just puts it into a perspective, because I remember a time when I was director of admissions that we didn't have those programs there, and how that's changed over the last 15 years has been, I like to use the term, kind of revolutionized the way things have been happening in our communities.
Yeah.
Because now, I'm sure I hear you saying that, it used to be that people would look at the technical college system as, just a place to start. But now, man, it's a place to finish. And people are leaving our campuses, going to get big time jobs and incredible opportunities.
Right. Well, and we've got a number of cases I've seen over the years where students are getting a bachelor's degree, and then they're coming back to us to get skills that are necessary to get a high-paying job. So that's not unusual anymore. So you're right. We have proven our worth, and we stand by our product. As you know, we have a PTC guarantee. So if we train you, we guarantee you're going to have the skills that are needed, and you're going to be successful. And if not, we will work hard to remedy that. So
absolutely,
we've got phenomenal programs here, and it's very, very impressive.
Sure. Anything else you'd like to add, Darren? Are there any questions that I didn't ask that you'd like for me to ask?
No, I think we hit on a lot of the great and important things. But the only thing that I would like to let people know is that you can find out more about our county campuses. You go to the ptc.edu website, and you click there on the right-hand side. It says About. And if you click on that, then you'll see a link that says Locations. And if you click on Locations, you'll see information about all of our campuses, and Greenwood campus and all the county campuses. And when you click on those links for the campuses, it has a list of all the programs that you can get or earn at those locations. And there are pictures of the campus. And we are currently working on, and we got some of them up already. We got these virtual tours that are up, and they are phenomenally done. So if you're interested in taking a look, for example, at the Newberry campus and seeing what we've got, you can go in there and you can do a virtual tour. And if you're interested in the vet tech program, you can go look at it before you're even a student in the program without coming to the campus. And we're going to continue to build on that. I think that will be important for us going forward with recruitment. And it's also been helpful for us in some ways for our accreditation site visits, because they're doing those remotely now as well. So these kind of tools are very useful and help get the information out there. And the other thing I would add, and Steve, you kind of hinted at this a bit earlier, but when people drive by our campuses, sometimes it's a little misleading. When we can get them into our campus or show them what we have inside the campus, they are blown away by what we provide and what we have. And frequently they don't realize all the good things that are going on. So it's really great whenever we can get people on the campus and show them around. And then the word gets out about the great products and services and programs that we've got. It's really quite a transformational place. And of course, we're excited to serve the students on a daily basis.
Man, that's great. And just for, you can get one of those virtual tours for our listeners at www.ptc.edu/visit. www.ptc.edu/visit. And you can get out there and you can see all the wonderful things that Dr. Campen has shared with us today. Dr. Campen, thank you so much. We appreciate having you on. It's been a fun time, and it's been a very informational time. And any final thoughts?
No, everybody have a great day, and please join us at PTC. We'd love to serve you at our county campuses or at the Greenwood campus. We're excited about what we do, and we love it. And I want to thank you, Steve. You're such a great host. You're very friendly and warm, and make me feel real comfortable. So thank you for that.
Oh man, we do the best we can as a team.
Yeah.
Well, this is me, Stevie B at PTC, bringing you another episode of PTC Live with Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Off-Campus, Dr. Darren Campen. We'll see you next week with another fantastic episode and informational session of PTC Live. Have a great week.